MP, you're about to go off.
So happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. And now let's see how teams compare in the early going with a look at the power rankings. You look at the Warriors, they slipped a bit, still in the top 10 though.
I think for the Cavaliers, they're off to a really solid start, pushing aside those that doubted them in the preseason and proving they're capable of more.
Now Atlanta's starting five, Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's a Kongwu in at the five, down low. And for the Cavaliers, MP is out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Tristan Thompson, then it's Evan Mobley, and it's Hunter in at the small forward position. Serving up some holiday basketball for you fans out there. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving Eve to you as well, my partner. I mean, there's just something special about watching basketball during the holiday season. Hey, and we're in for a treat.
And MP said he wanted to outplay every player in his rookie class. Easy to say, much harder to do.
We know full well how much hype there was behind MP coming into this league, and he was bold to suggest in public that he wants to be the best in his rookie class. And so far, MP hasn't let us down one bit. He's been electrifying and living up to his word.
Here's Johnson. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Johnson letting it fly in a hurry.
And here are the Cavaliers now, and it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control, they never get out of bounds when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
A foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Kongwu, the pass to Daniels. Now here's the Kongwu, defended by Thompson. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's the Kongwu. Pass to Young.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, every year in the league, Johnson's become a better three-point shooter. That tells you how hard he works in the offseason.
Hunter passes to Mitchell. Mobley outside. Back to MP. Three-pointer. Nails it from three. MP's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Young can't hit.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Well, Grant, aside from making these finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
And here's Collins for 3. Kongwu with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul. Levert's checked in for Atlanta. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. And that one's good. Young.
Well, look, he's struggled so far, but maybe that basket is all he needs to get going.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Collins. Now here's Hunter. And here's Thompson. Guarded by Congo. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Atlanta's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Levert finds Young. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Mobley. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
You know, I just love the intensity from Mobley.
Timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to give him a breather. Talk things over. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Yeah, they were really able to keep their intensity high throughout the game. We never really saw them back off.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
Mitchell on the wing with Strus. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Mobley, and it's Collins in at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
It's always good to see Shea mixing it up down low.
Cleveland leading by 8. Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
And here's Levert. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Here's Nance. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Collins. And here's Mobley. MP outside. Hunter with the ball. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell showing some muscle.
And you think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Here's Shea. Capella with it. Covered by Mobley. Takes a 3. Hunter with the rebound. Cleveland has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. Strus with the bucket.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. MP finds Mitchell. Back to MP. The kick to Hunter. Outside Mitchell. Goes up at the elbow. And it's Cleveland with another.
Nice confident stroke for Mitchell, setting an example for his guys.
Levert goes against Collins. Back to Levert. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Levert's gotten 4 this quarter.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Mobley passes to Mitchell. And here's MP from outside. A rebound by the Hawks. And this matchup with the Cavaliers, it's their first meeting of the season. Hunter with the rebound.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
Down low. Stolen by Capella. Here's Shea. Oh, and makes it with a kiss. Risache's got his third basket of the night.
And there's the ability to finish for Risache. Nobody scares him at the rim.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to talk it over with his guys. He's checked in for Hunter. Okoro comes in for Struz. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Atlanta Hawks.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
At home, this team is pretty stout. Looking at this upcoming stretch, they're probably licking their chops. Well, we're talking pork chops, or lamb chops, or what kind of chops we're talking.
Or chops could mean acumen, being great at what you do. Kind of like YouTube mutton chops. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. One of the stories here, Max Struz. And he getting it done today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Risache in at the 3, the small forward. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. That free throw misses. Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
MP no good. Hawks trail by 11. On the wing, Daniels. No good from outside. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
From deep, Mitchell. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Collins has got 3 assists in the game. The Hawks shooting 41% in this game. Here's Young. Oh, Young with a physical finish inside.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over him.
Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Down by 15. From way downtown, Young!
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Here's MP. Misses off the right iron. The Hawks have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And Cleveland making a change here. Green is checked in. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Green against Johnson. There's Young with the 3. Donovan Mitchell with the board. Mitchell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Mobley. Now MP. Rebound Atlanta. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Young finds Johnson. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Cleveland leading by 12 to the paint. It's stolen. And now the Hawks on the break. Here's Young. Young does it himself, all alone at the rim.
Yeah, it's so smart of Young to push the pace as much as he can in transition.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Garland. He's checked in for MP. Niang, he's checked in for Atlanta. Levert comes in for Young. Cavaliers. Thompson, he's checked in for Mobley. Strus comes in for Green. And it's Collins in for Garland. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. Tristan Thompson is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Collins in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Here's Krejci. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. The three from Mitchell. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Collins has got 4 assists now tonight. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Krejci tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Cleveland leading by 20. Hunter on the wing. Kicks it out to MP. Hunter on the wing. Pass to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Going with a whole new group out there. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Pass to Daniels. Now here's Johnson. The 3 from Rizashé. Drains the triple.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Rizashé better than this.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Back to Collins. Here's Strus. Now Thompson. Shot clock at 5. And here's MP from outside. And Cleveland another 3.
How about MP right there? Just drilling a 3 of his own for good measure.
Pass to Johnson. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. You know, I'm not sure how I feel about that. And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Now here's Young. Count the basket. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
1:46 left in the game. Collins against Young. Collins passes to Mitchell. Right side Hunter. Cleveland needs to get off a shot from deep. MP. Rebounded by Daniels. Atlanta has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them.
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this